Hi everyone, this is Amrita and in today's video I'm going to be talking about double fortified salt or DFS. So the other day I was mindlessly scrolling across Instagram as most of us do at some point in the day, and I came across a post from the FSSAI about double fortified salt or DFS. Now, I was really intrigued because I had never heard about this before. I was also a little confused about why this was not more popular and more in the news. So I thought I'd dig a little deeper, find out more about it, and share it with you if I found it interesting enough, which I did. So here we are. Okay, before we get into what double fortified salt is, let me just quickly go over what fortification is for those of us who might not know. Fortified foods are those foods that have nutrients added to them that don't naturally occur in the food. For example, iodine doesn't naturally occur in salt, which is why iodized salt is said to be salt that is fortified with iodine. Some other examples of commonly fortified foods are milk and atta. Milk is commonly fortified with vitamins A and D, and atta with iron and vitamin B12. Fortification is becoming quite a popular thing in packaged food in India now. So now let's get to double fortified salt. DFS is salt that has been fortified with both iodine as well as iron. Two nutrients, therefore double fortified. This was a really cool initiative taken up by the National Institute of Nutrition to help combat the iron deficiency that is so common in our country. And why is it not so great to be deficient in iron? Because you can experience some really uncomfortable symptoms like fatigue, chest pain, shortness of breath, reduced appetite, etc. Now, these symptoms can be uncomfortable for everyone, but it's more dangerous because anemia is very common in children under 5 years of age, in women of childbearing age, in pregnant women, and in the population of developing countries. So, the thought behind fortifying salt or adding iron to salt was that it would go a long way towards helping bridge this iron deficiency in the population, as well as reducing healthcare costs associated with iron deficiency and anemia. So basically, they could have picked any food product to fortify. Why did they pick salt? So one of the main criteria was that they would have to find something that was eaten often enough and that most people, almost everyone, would be able to afford and buy. Here came in salt. It hit almost all their requirements. It's easy, it's practical to use while cooking. Everyone uses salt in everything. It doesn't get damaged while cooking either. Furthermore, salt already has an inbuilt structure for fortification with iodine. They just had to simply add iron to the mix. And so, DFS salt was created. As of today, the FSSAI has approved two formulations of DFS salt, one of which was created by the National Institute of Nutrition and one of which was created at the University of Toronto. DFS is designed to be used exactly like regular salt. It even tastes as salty as normal salt, so the chances that you'll overuse it and misuse it are less. Now the main question is switching to this salt really worth it? How much iron are we really getting out of this salt? It has been estimated that on average, Indians consume about 10 grams of salt per day, which is about 1.5 teaspoons. At this value, DFS gives us 100% of our daily requirement for iodine and about 30% of our daily requirement for iron. These are really good values. Remember, for any food to be considered a good source of a nutrient, it needs to give you more than 20% of the daily requirement for that nutrient. DFS does this for both iodine and iron. It's a pretty good deal, right? They also conducted consumer acceptability tests on these products and it was found to be acceptable in both taste and color. They use this product in refugee feeding camps, in community programs, and also just in regular households. And it passed all three cases. Finally, efficacy of any food product and any health claim it makes has to be tested in scientific studies to really be proven. And the NIN has conducted studies, and studies have shown that using different types of DFS does indeed improve anemia in the target population. So here are some of the different brands that the FSSAI claims are double fortified. This is the logo that you need to look out for on the packaging to make sure that they are double fortified. So DFS salt is definitely something worth looking into and even trying, especially if you are iron deficient. I'm really curious, had you heard about DFS at all before you saw this video? Please leave in the comments below. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and share this video with others who will also find it helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below, shoot me an email or simply reach out to me on Instagram. I hope to hear from you very soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.